What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Living Decks. Last time was pretty casual. We didn't really do too much. And I have actually done a little bit in between the stream. We're sitting at 80% completion, which is pretty exciting. So we jump over to Gen 7, which is where we're chilling at right now. We actually ended up popping off Poplio last time, thanks to the wonderful of starting our Pokemon Sun, but then I didn't actually transfer it, and so I should have absolutely hatched one. So technically right now I don't have a Poplio, but I'm not going to do the whole removing it and re-adding it and all that nonsense. So you see I have a couple eggs in my inventory. One of these eggs is a Rowlet egg. The other egg, you've guessed it, is a Poplio. So hopefully we'll hatch both of these eggs during today's stream. And we'll have a Rowlet that takes place, and then we can start working on the other one off stream. I haven't run around with these at all, so it's probably going to take a little bit of time for them to pop up. But hey, let's continue our playthrough. Continuing the playthrough down to Route 6, which I believe we checked. There's nothing on Route 6 that we need. Emerson out here saying, hey, do some push-ups for me real fast. You there, trainer? Can you come to my aid? Over here. Yo, 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 don't go turning your back on us. And you're that numbskull trainer from Melanie. Yo. Those scoundrels are Pokemon thieves, and you're on familiar terms with them. I don't know who they are. Yo, for real? I am Hapu. Life in the big city sure is something else. Pokemon thieves roam around brazenly. I'll leave that one to you. What on thieves, yo? It's a legitimate business. We got straight messed up in Melameli. Got exiled to Akala. Akala? I still can't pronounce anything to save my life. But we ain't going out like that. I still don't have a decent setup anymore for the push-up cam. One day, whenever I replace this camera will become that for me. Whenever that actually does happen. Drowsy coming on out. And then our Dartrix. We have Astonish. Super effective. Oh, Emerson, I meant to ask, how much of the stories did you do in Pokemon Conquest? Did you play through... did they just disable my Astonish? How rude. How rude. I've been having a lot of fun playing through the stories. Alright, we've defeated Team Skull. Bone Dry. Only a couple about the same as you, plus a couple more. Been having a lot of fun playing them. With all these losses, we're gonna anger our bosses. Those tears taste like salt, yo, and it's all your fault, yo. Nah. Mudsdale, shall we stomp these scoundrels? It'll be a mess to clean up afterward, but I'm willing if you are. Are you saying kill them? Yikes. Time for a breakout, yo. Gotta tell y'all peace out, yo. I'm not gonna keep telling you this, except when I keep telling you this, you better listen to what my homie says and drill it into that thick skull of yours. Seriously, you better not forget, numbskull. Alright, bye. You'll be fine getting home. Floon. Floon, we saved Floon in Waterdeep. Glad to see that one will get home on their own. I've got to thank you for that. Give me your name, trainer. Wiz, eh? Fine name. I like the way you handled yourself in battle. Mudsdale and I are always wandering around Aloha trying to achieve our goals, so perhaps we'll meet again someday. I am indebted to you for your aid, after all. That's great. You've been having fun with it. I still have to catch up on the last few episodes. One of the last episodes was like, I think the episode that goes up on Thursday. I did not have a good time with it. Like, I had fun with it, but like I was getting very frustrated. But I've already recorded episodes after that I'm still having a good time with. Ah, yes, you might want to try your hand at the Battle Royale or two, Wiz. Mudsdale here thinks you'd be well suited to it, given how strong you are. Also, I think I need to come up with a replacement for the push-ups. Zoinks, what are you waiting for? Let's go. I want to try out the Battle Royale dome myself. Gotta come up with some type of replacement for the push-ups that still gives you that worthwhile redemption. Rose of Ramsey was the last episode. Okay, so it's the episode coming out on Thursday. Yo, look at that Machamp. Bum, bum. Good to see you. Alright, well, it's not very good to see you. Do we have any? I don't think we have any fire-type Pokemon at this point. I'm trying to think if we have anyone who can help us hatch eggs a little faster. None of these are fire types that would even have it anyways. Fair enough. I have 2 more Poplio eggs here, and then this one right here is another Rowlet egg. There is the same story played from Jin Xiao, Lucio perspective of the beauty ones. Yeah, there's like, I looked it up. I think there's like 7 different stories about the different beauties of Rancy. And then there's a decent amount of stories of like uniting the entirety of Rancy again, so doing all 18. Those just take so long to do. But we'll do them all eventually. Why do I do this? Every time something brings me down, I end up coming right back up here again. Come on, Noel. Let's go bury our sorrow in the crowd. And that's the one that's coming out on Thursday, is one of the Unite all of Rancy, and it was a rough one for each of the participants. If a Pokemon has taken damage from someone else's attack, try giving them a finishing blow. And getting targeted by all the other trainers is proof that you're the strongest. But even still, you can't win in a battle royale if all you do is protect yourself. Wait, is this BR Pokemon? Battle royale Pokemon? I've never actually played this. Is it a 1v1v1v1? Hey, glad you can make it. If I remember the lore right, this is the professor, isn't it? I'm here today, yeah, to spread the word, oh yeah, about Battle Royale. They call me the Master Royale. Woohoo. Professor? The Master Royale. I'm here to teach, oh yeah, about the battle format passed down in Alola for generations. The Pokemon Battle Royale. You have the literal creator of Conquest here to answer your questions. Oh yeah, Sam was just all their info they have. But Royale, what's the Battle Royale, you might ask? 4 trainers. 4 trainers, yeah. Each pick 3 Pokemon, yeah. For one big Pokemon battle. When one trainer's team can't battle anymore, the Battle Royale ends. Whichever trainer's taken out the most Pokemon, has the most Pokemon left, will emerge the winner. First, just give it a shot. Pick your Pokemon, let's do this. Dude, it's the Battle Royale. I want to battle. You there, come join the fun. I'll be in the mix too, yeah. And now we have our foursome. Woo! Discover new experiences. Adventure, it's all you ever wanted. It's time for a Pokemon Battle Royale. Ready? Fight! I mean, we're not ready yet. We all have to get down there first. Alright, this is my first Pokemon Battle Royale in the Battle Royal Dome. The arena for Battle Royale's Dome is packed and filled with excitement. We have a Charizard mouth. We have a Gyarados mouth. Here come the contenders. We got Tyranitar. Oh, I didn't get to see the 4th one. I can't tell. Is that Haxorus? Yeah, it's Haxorus. So Charizard, Tyranitar, Haxorus, and Gyarados. The Battle Royale starts now. I also did not get to choose my Pokemon. Oh, we only brought in 1. So I get to hit all 3 with a Razor Leaf, right? I love that Dartrix just like brushed that out of the earth. I love that. I get to hit all 3 with this. And it'll be super effective on Riona and Rockruff. Tackling me because I'm the main character. I see how it is. Disarming Voice. On the, all of us. Ah, okay, don't die, Rockruff. I want to take out the Rockruff. I outspeed everyone, so as long as I hit... Ah, they set up Protect. What a loser. Who uses Protect in this game? I definitely would never use Protect. It's okay. We'll take them out next turn. Pursuit. Oh, they're also protected. Alright, this should get me possibly 2 kills. Aqua Jet. Ah, okay, it attacked me. Thank you for attacking me, because you had priority move. You absolutely could have taken out the Rockruff. It might be scripted for me to win this, though. Alright, we got 2 kills. So I'm pretty sure we just auto-win. I don't think I can lose. Because you can only take out me. I've taken out 2 other people. Bum, bum, bum. So what do you think? It's easy to have a fun time with a battle royale. You even have a shot at beating real tough opponents this way, yeah? You were on fire during that battle. I hope you bring that fire with you and burn up my trial. No. I won't burn up your trial. That would be mean. The name's Kaiwi, the fire captain. You can get to the well of Volcano Park from Route 7. I'll be waiting on the peak. If you plan to see your island challenge through to the end, climb to the top with your strongest team. And with 2 eggs, just hanging out. So, Wiz, how are your trials going? I hope you and your Pokemon are working hard and having a blast. Woo. But, Mr. Rast Royal, how'd you even know that we're doing our trials right now? Oh, I get it, because of our amulets, right? Well, I'm having a blast. But why are you here? Why would you even want to do a battle royale? Alright. Because Noel and I have to make it on our own, and I don't ever want to forget that. She was so emo. Wow, you're just a ray of sunshine, eh? I think you'd have a lot more fun if you just let yourself have a good time with everybody else. You can do a lot more together, too. Well, I don't know what their deal is, but I thought that battle was just plain fun. That's why I like doing battle royales, and my Pokemon seem to like them, too. It was a fun idea. I don't necessarily think that I want to do it more than once. Like, it's fun. It's a fun time. It's an interesting way to do a Pokemon battle. I'll give you that. Oh wait, we already walked through here. This is a restaurant. That's what it is. I don't care about that then. I'm very excited. We're getting more Scarlet and Violet news tomorrow, and I'm so excited about it. You got to drive safe and watch out for Pokemon that might leap out at you. Yeah, you wouldn't want to hit a Pokemon. Is this just another little store? Welcome to the Thrifty Mega Mart, where the sales are explosive. Here we have a special discount coupon. It can only be used at our store. Yeah, we're getting more news tomorrow at 9 a.m. EST. It looks like it's just going to be info about a gym leader. But that's exciting. But I can tell that you're just getting started. If you become the strongest trainer in Honolulu, why don't you come talk to me again? Okay, alright. Alright, so we have heal balls, nest balls, and we have timer balls. Do you sell quick balls in here? Because that's what I actually want. Alright, so this is just a normal... Yeah, they announced it this morning that there'd be some news tomorrow. We're now in that, month to a strange souvenir, an ornament depicting mysterious Pokemon that has venerated a guardian deity for an extremely long time. What is this? I don't know what that is. Alright, looks like there is nothing that I really need in here. There are some specific different type Pokeballs, but I wish they sold quick balls. Delibird. Route 7. You're missing out if you don't see Captain Kiwi's dancing. Now go on up to the volcano. So we should potentially get some fire types up here. Right? Like, it would make sense to get a fire type while we're up here, wouldn't it? What is the name of this place again? Check the board. Volcano Park. See what Pokemon we have that spawn in here. Magby, Fletchling. Yeah, this place should come back for an Ultra Beast mission. Do we have this specific Pokemon yet? I don't think so. Bum, bum, bum. No, we get Salandit. Salandit we can get on this route. And we do need to find a female as well. 30% chance of encountering. We need to find a female because that's how they evolve level 33. Otherwise, we can just chill. Bum, 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 bum. Hyper Potion, nice. Nice catch of Geodude. You know what? Let's send out a Super Lure. We haven't had many Super Lures today. Hey, there's Fletchling. What ability can they have? Not Sandit. Or not them. Corrosion is their ability. Nothing that'll help us hatch eggs fast. I don't really have a water type currently on me, which isn't, you know, like the best. The Pokemon that I'm carrying with me into this trial aren't, you know, like the best for a dangerous trial like this. For a fire trial. If I had Crab Launcher with me, I think I need to go back in and switch to them before we go any further. Just so I have some type of water power. And maybe not keep the eggs on me. I don't know. I think it's always a good time to just run around with Pokemon eggs when you're trying to do a trial. Hey, there's Magby. Magby, what can your ability be? Can you have... You do have Flame Body, which would help us hatch eggs. So we don't need a Magby? Actually, do we still need Magmortar? I actually don't know if we still need Magmortar or not. I can't remember if we got that or not. We just checked Gen 4. I think we did get it. Yeah, we did get it. Okay. We got Magmortar. So this, we're only catching this if it, to hope that it has, Flame Body. That's the only reason we're catching this, hoping it has Flame Body. Because it'd be even better to get to hatch this egg and just take the Poplio with us. And then I can hatch the other eggs off stream. The Rowlet's really the only one I need to hatch on stream just because it would be re-adding it to us. And then I would hatch the other egg off stream and level it up to a Dartrix. Registered. Yes, because this Pokemon will not be part of the living dex. We will name it Flame On. Let's check their summary. Hey, it has Flame Body, nice. Which I think the only other thing it could have is like a hidden ability. So we're gonna send Cutie Fly back. I mean, actually, we'll just send Rockruff back because we're gonna switch out Pokemon on the way back. I do like that this was an addition that when you catch a Pokemon, you can just be like, hey, give me this one instead. I do like that that is something that they changed in this game versus earlier generations. But I do prefer what we got in Generation 8, which is just the ability to open up your PC without actually having to go revisit a Pokemon Center. I do think that's just a better way to do it. Also, I don't think there's a bicycle in this game, right? Like, we use Tauros as the bicycle. Because I realized, like, I don't have a bicycle. Which we only just got the fishing rod. We aren't very far in this game, but still. Don't mind me, random citizens. Don't mind me one bit. I remember it being in Sword, but I don't recall it happening before that. Nice. That was a fast hatch. Ooh, this is our first Generation 7 egg hatching. Our first Generation 7 egg hatching. If this is the Rowlet, then this is a new encounter. It is our 700th and 26th Pokemon added to the Living Dex is Rowlet, because our original Rowlet evolved. So that's pretty exciting right there. That's really exciting. So what I'm going to do, this is not a new encounter, because we've already checked off Poplio. I just sent the original one back to my Moon copy, which right now is just sitting in my Pokemon bank to be moved back to my Moon copy, just so I can use it for my playthrough over there. That was a really fast hatch. Wow. Nice. No nickname for you either. The Poplio we will keep with us. And then, like I said, I will hatch the other eggs that I have off stream. So what I'm going to do is, or rather what the plan is, hatch this other Rowlet egg, level this one up to a Dartrix. We're good, because then the Dartrix that we do have will eventually evolve into, I almost went with the way I used to call this Pokemon, but I was corrected. I would say Dedusai. I was corrected. That is Decadui. I don't actually remember how people told me to say it. But this will evolve into that, finishing it off. So we only need the one. So this Rowlet is good to go. And then I'll hatch these other two. And then we'll do the same thing there. All right. So Rowlet. You can pop in there because Wishy-Washy does not evolve. Actually, no. You're going to go up here to the top spot. You're going to the top spot. Bum, ba-dum, bum. And you'll go there. Young Goose will go there. Cool. All right. So then we'll grab Crabrawler so that way we actually have someone to take them on. We won't bring an egg with us because I'll hatch those other ones off camera. And I think Trumbeak will be what we bring with us instead. I think that makes the most sense, is to bring Trumbeak with us. Because they're normal flying, so they have neutral. Bum, bum. But our level 1 Poplio isn't going to be able to do very much for us. I thought there was a bike, but it looked up and there isn't. I guess it makes sense, since we have the... since we have, like, the ride Pokemon. I'm going to save the game just so we have that done. Don't want to accidentally lose our progress. I flip-flop between Decidui and Decidua. I'm just absolutely horrendous with pronunciations. Which is held true in attempting to learn Spanish. I am just so bad with pronouncing just anything. Like, I can read stuff and it makes sense in my head, but as soon as I try and verbally state it, it's just wrong. So much through reading, like, through the Wheel of Time series as well, or just any fantasy series in general, because some fantasy names are just, they wild. Alright, let's fight you. You have a Meowth. It is not even a Alolan Meowth. You just have a Cantonian Meowth. I was expecting a fire Pokemon. I was expecting a fire Pokemon, but at least I have Rock Smash, so I can just watch out. Also, so something I've been thinking about, because like today's stream, and I've done a handful of recent streams like this, and I think it's a smart way to continue streaming. Is doing, instead of doing like a 2.5 hour stream, which I have done for years, start doing a 3-hour stream, and then break that 3-hour stream into two different sections, hour and a half playing one game, hour and a half playing another game. I think that'd be a smart way to continue to let the stream grow, and especially when I can only stream like 3 times a week, it allows me to play more stuff. Obviously, there will be exceptions to that rule, like when Scarlet and Violet come out. Those are going to be like, you know... Honestly, with release day, I'm assuming I'm going to be streaming for like 5 to 6 hours on release day, because I have the day approved off with some vacation time on, so I can play Scarlet. But so that way I can get through, because I think I want to go back, because we never finished Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and I kind of want to go back and finish it. The pronunciations are great. At some point, I don't know if I need to do it as like a sub goal or like as an event thing. We just need to go through and just get a verbal recording of how I pronounce every Pokemon name. Just read through every Pokemon so that way we can have like a list of them. Bum, bum. Just my absolutely horrendous. Ba, 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 da, ba. Oh, you know what? I forgot that these Pokemon spawn in different areas. So what if this spawns... What if it's not in this grass? What if it's not in this grass? It might be in a grass further up the hill. Because for it to be a 30% encounter... I know Fletchling is also a 30%, but you think we'd be seeing something else. I'm the cutest of the Seismic Sisters, a trio of siblings who love volcanoes. This cave here leads to the top of the volcano, just so you know. Or maybe it's inside this cave. I don't know. Okay, it's not inside the cave. Good job making it this high. Why don't we heal your Pokemon for you? Oh, this is good to know. We have someone who can heal our Pokemon here. That's nice. That's probably how we get down. If you're going to try your hand at the fire trial, you should at least have some Pokemon that can use water, ground, or rock type moves. That I do. Oh, is there nothing I have to do? Do I just walk up to this one? My Marowak and I are students of the ancient dances that have been passed down in Alola for generations. The trial of Kaiwi. You will find it a bit different than the trials you've faced to this point, but of course you will attempt it, right? Of course. Trial start. My trial will test your powers of observation. There will be a dance and then another. Your task will be to find the difference between the two. Begin. Okay, nice. Okay, so we have 3 here. 3 Marowaks. So they do a twirl. Right goes to left, and then they all pose. The middle one has a different pose. The middle Marowak. But how? That was truly spectacular, and to add to the spectacle. Come, Marowak. Will work. Oh, is that there? We only get 1? I wanted to do like, 3 or 4 of those. I wanted to like see some different dances and be like, oh, that's wrong, that's wrong. Maybe there will be. Maybe this isn't the only one. Here is our first look at Alolan Marowak. Which, actually, there is no Alolan Cubone. I actually don't know how... Oh, shoot. They have Curse Body. I actually don't know how you get Alolan Marowak. You have to kill your Cubone, since it's a Ghost type? Is that how we get it? And Alola Cubone evolves into Alolan Marowak and then leveled up at night at level 28. Alright, so a nighttime evolution of level 28. Let me add this to my regional decks over here just so I know. Cubone, level 28, night. Just so that way I know how to get the specific evolution going. Where you going? Where you going? You have Hyper Cutter. You cannot lower. You just give it up. Super effective. Flame Will. We should eat this. Oh wow, it actually did more than I thought it would. What's Crabrawler's second typing? Are we Water Bug? That might be why. It might be our second typing that caused that not to be. Water Fighting. Oh, Water Fighting makes sense because we have the fists up and all that. Dude, this Popplio is going to evolve. When this Popplio evolves, it doesn't count. I'm not going to delete Popplio and add that because we'll just go hatch another egg if this one ends up hatching. Marek was so pleased by your right answer that it simply had to battle you. Onward to the set. Okay, cool. So we do get multiple dances. Okay. Alright, so they're doing the same dance each time. I think it's just the pose that we have to remember. So looking away, looking left, looking right. What was different is this random hiker who's in the photo. But how? How did I see the difference? However did I see the difference between those two poses? It's just the hiker. The hiker's not going to use a Pokemon. Just the hiker's going to run out and we're going to fight them. Feels like I'm watching Dora. Do you see the hiker in the photo? Where's the hiker? It's there. Muy bien. ¿Dónde está el hiker? You removed my stat changes. One of them was breathing. And you removed that stat real fast. Alright, Horsey. I don't think I have any revives. I do have a revive. I lied to you all. I have a revive. Because we're going to need this Crabrawler for later in the trial. Lower my accuracy. Feint attack. Yeah, I can lower accuracy as well. How does that make you feel? We can both lower accuracy. Oh, shoot. They're going to keep lowering it. Because I wanted to lower their accuracy again and then heal Crabrawler. Fire Spin. Oh, that sucks. Gonna take damage at the end of each turn. Alright. And I don't think we can switch out as long as we're trapped in the Fire Spin either. Heal up our Crabrawler. Alright, we avoided that specific one, but we did take damage from that one. Yeah, we can't be switched out while we're trapped in the fire spin. Alright, let's drop a quick super potion on Mudbray. Put us back to full health. Fate attack. The fiery spin should be wearing off in another turn or so. Go for bulldoze. If we get a crit, we might just kill here. Or we just miss entirely and it doesn't matter. Alright, we gotta hope that they miss. Nope, they do not. Alright, Mudbray goes down. Worth a shot, but I wasn't gonna keep wasting potions on them. Because that's just not it. Alright, hit him with a bubble beam. Bubble beam, go! You didn't have to smoke screen me. You didn't have to do that. Decent damage, not great. Fire spin, we avoid the attack. They still have their accuracy drops from Mudbray, though. Come on, kill, kill, kill. Nice. Probably up to level 12. Level 13. You're a fool if you dance, and a fool if you just look on. You're a fool if you dance? You're gonna say that next to the captain of the trial here? My Hydrofen was so pleased by your right answer that they simply had to battle you. Onward to the final dance. Alright, same start as usual. Alright, that one's taking a photo of the hiker in the middle. The one on the left is looking at us, the right is looking away from us. Well, okay, well, this time it's a sand, I feel like that's racially motivated. Ba-da-da-da! Slazzle! Bum-bum-bum-bum. The aura flared to life. Oh man, I wish I had given you the Waterium Z crystal. That would have been smart. That would have been really smart to have given you the Waterium Z crystal. Yikes, we didn't do any damage. We did almost no damage, and we are very close to being dead. No bueno. It doesn't even matter what we choose to attack with here. Crabrawler goes down. Yeah, I think we definitely lose this trial. I think we definitely lose this trial. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to lose the trial. I'm still gonna try my hardest, but I'm not expecting much here. They're gonna poison us, which is fine. I'm just out here trying to hit a supersonic, but we missed the supersonic into a Venoshock. We're poisoned, so that's gonna do even more damage. The poison only did 3 damage though, so that's nice, but this thing still outspeeds me and still kills me. I don't know why every time I choose an attack though we have to wait like 5 seconds for the AI to decide their attack. There's nothing you can do here, just for fun. I want you to come in and do a water gun, but you'll be dead almost immediately. Like I've chosen my move, and we wait 5 seconds to actually do anything. Okay, they're just letting me attack is what they're doing here. They're just playing with me here. They're just playing with me here. So I could attempt to heal and do all that, but the thing is, if I heal, like revive and come back in, Crabrawler only got off one move before dying, and one more move isn't gonna kill. So I'll reattempt it, and I'll give them the Waterium Crystal just for funsies. And Dartrix just gonna immediately die. Dartrix is just gonna fall over dead. Just gonna immediately collapse dead. Oh, I actually managed to take one hit. And I ate your berry! Ha ha ha! That is my berry! No more is it your berry. Dartrix actually did a decent amount of damage. I wish we could outspeed. I wish we had something that had, priority. Also, it raised my special attack. All of my moves are physical. We could revive stall here. Like, I think we actually could bring this back. Oh, shoot! Thank you, Sam. I missed that. Alright. There we go. Like I said, one day I'll have a capture card and we won't have to worry with that nonsense. One day I'll have a capture card and we won't have to worry about that. But that is next year's trouble. Alright, let's come in with... I mean, we come in with Cutie Fly just to heal Crabrawler. Like, that's... If I had max revives, this would be a different... Completely different, but we're weak to them with our bug typage. I should not have brought Cutie Fly. I should have brought Rockruff, but I wasn't thinking is what it was. Alright, we'll do this just to let Crabrawler go at it. We're not going to keep reviving. Audio, how are you doing? Welcome on in, buddy. We're not going to keep reviving here. Because it's just a waste of my revives. A waste of my money. Bum, 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 bum. Nice Tuesday off. Love to hear it. Like I said, if I had the Waterium Crystal, it'd be real great here. Really great. When I inevitably lose this fight, do I have to redo all the other two fights, or do I just get to redo this fight? I hope I just get to redo this fight. What else is Salazzle? I actually, because they're poison fighting. You know they're poison fire. I don't know why I said fighting. They are weak to psychic. They're 4 times weak to ground. Oh, shoot. They're 4 times weak to ground. Mudbray just needs to come in and bulldoze. I need to level them up a little bit. They resist fighting, and Dark is 1-time effective. It's wild how much Flame Burst does to me. I know it's stab, but still. See, we're so close where I could do a little bit of healing and bring it back. They're 2 times weak to water, but they're 4 times weak to ground because fire and poison are both weak to ground. I'll take the faint here. Just because I don't want to just... we could sit here and just spend a lot of revives and potions and we could beat that. But let's not do that. Let's not do that. Ba-ba-bum. Alright, we need to do a couple things. We need to do a couple of things. Thing one that I need to do is I need to hatch another Poplio egg. So that way I don't have to worry about this one evolving and we not having one in the PC. So we'll just hatch this egg real fast. We have Flame Body. It should not take us very long at all. And then we'll bring our Rock Ruff with us in place of Cutie Fly. I can't remember what happened with Mudbray. I think they just got like one-shotted before they could do anything. No, Mudbray was already dead. Mudbray was already dead from the hiker fight. That's why they didn't do anything. So I'm hoping that we only have to redo the last fight. Like I don't have to redo the solo Marowak and the hiker fight, but I don't know. How wild would it be if we got a full odd shiny right now? How wild would that be? Unless? No. Bum, 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 bum. I'd actually be more upset that that wasn't the Rowlet that was shiny. I'd be like, oh, why couldn't it have been the Rowlet? No, I don't want to give you a nickname. I lied. I lied. I didn't want to give you a nickname. It was a lie. Bum, bum, bum. If I recall, it's just the last fight. I'm hoping. Bum, 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 bum. What generation is this game? This is Generation 7. Diamond and Pearl is Gen 4. Pretty clueless between Gen 3. So yeah, a lot of my knowledge tends to fall off around Gen 3. Gen 1 I know the best. Gen 2 I know okay. And Gen 3 onward is rough. Gen 4 I have a little bit of just because I played that one the longest. But yeah, my knowledge also starts to quickly falter. Alright, so that'll be those three there. So 1, 2... 1, 2. We won't have anyone there, so 1, 2. I think Cutie Fly only has one evolution, right? Yeah, Cutie Fly evolves into Rumby. Cool. So you'll have your Rock Ruff's evolution there, your evolution there, yours there, yours there, yours there, which you don't have an evolution. But we'll just be grabbing 4 of you. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Sit there. Cool. Alright, dope. So then our other Poplio, our level 1 friend, we will leave you right here because we eventually need to level you up. Bring you back, bring you back. Drop you for Rock Ruff. Cool. Yeah, Generation 4, you got Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Generation 5, you have Black and White, and then Black and White 2. Generation 6, you've got Pokemon X and Y. Generation 7, you have Sun and Moon, which is what we're playing right now, Pokemon Sun. And then you have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which is what we'll be playing next. Then Generation 8, you've got Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus. And then Gen 9, which is what's coming out in a month, on November 18th, is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Who knows if they'll have any more other titles that fall under Gen 9. And then each of those generations also will have, normally will have a spin-off game that falls under it. Like Pokemon Conquest, which I upload over on our Pokemon channel, is technically a Generation 5 spin-off. It's not technically, it is. It's a Generation 5 spin-off because it was released after Generation 5 came out, which is why the Fairy type doesn't exist in it. And then you have, what other, like, I think that's the only, like, specific spin-off that exists. Eventually we need a Cubone to get our Alolan Marowak. I'm very excited for the new ones. Just the 14-minute trailer. Well, I don't even know if you'd call it a trailer that they posted last week. It was more of like an overview of the game. Like that got me so excited for this game. I am beyond excited for it. So this Cubone is not a new entry to the Living Dex. This is so we can get the Marowak there. So this will just live in our party, or not in our party, this will just live in our box for a little while. My friend and I are hoping it's multiplayer. Yeah, it will be multiplayer. It's open world multiplayer. Multiplayer up to 4 people is what they have showed. Alright, let's give... Crabrawler right now, I believe, has the... Oh, they have the Amulet Coin. The Amulet Coin is what they have. Let's give them Watery MZ. Switch the 2 items. I don't think I want to give the... Because they resist fighting, so there's no real reason to give one to anyone else. Mudbray is only level 16, so they aren't going to be able to do a lot for us. We're going to have to hope that they go for a... a toxic taunt setup on them, so that way they get a chance to attack. So one of the few times I've pre-ordered a game, I'm so excited for it. Looks like you failed my trial. The totem Pokemon's Lazzle is a poison fire type, so it's weak to water type moves. You also use Torment to prevent your Pokemon from using the same move twice in a row. Good luck, I'm counting on you. You'll find it's a bit... Oh, yeah, I think we have to do the entire trial again. Oh, no, okay, we just have to do the final dance. Okay. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Oh, I like that the totem Pokemon is one of the answers. Like it doesn't give you the option to make an incorrect choice. All right, we are immediately just gonna go for our Z move. We're just immediately going to go for our Z move. I think it only hits one Pokemon anyways. They've tormented me. That's fine. But it surrounded itself with its Z. This is our first time seeing the water Z power. Hydro Vortex. First time seeing it. Ooh. Didn't even do half damage. Didn't even do half damage. I love the totem Pokemon are supposed to be strong, but it would have one shot like slammed it, but still, it's really funny. Really funny to see it do basically no damage. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Would have been great if you would have missed Flame Burst. Like that would have been pretty cool if you would have missed. Bum, bum. Poison gas. So we have been poisoned. We don't even make it to our next turn unless they go for, which they've already tormented us. So there's nothing left for them. Yeah, because we're tormented anyway. So, and I don't think it's worth switching out. I think we just attack. And we are going to come in with Dartrix and Pluck, so that way we can eat their berry, and they can't use it themselves. So we are going to come in with Dartrix next, even though Dartrix is weak to them and will die. We're going to come in and Pluck to get rid of their berry. Which I think is a pretty smart play. We'll see if it works out for us. I go for Toxic. Nice, you have caught Kakuna. Nice catch. Poisoning us is fine. Because it at least gives us a chance to survive a little bit. Yeah, Pluck did so much damage. Oh, because it does more damage if you actually steal a berry. That's why it does more damage. Because you get that damage boost. Venoshock's going to do a lot to us because we're already weak to poison and we're poisoned. I'm actually surprised we survived that. We will not survive into our next turn. Here's what I am going to do with my last turn. I am going to use one of my revives to bring back Crabrawler. So if we plucked again, it would do a lot less damage this time around. The only reason it did that much damage is because it did have the berry that we ate. We're going to come in with Mudbray and see if we can hit a Bulldoze if we can survive long enough to do it. I didn't know it could be... I'm like fairly certain. I might just be making that completely up. Am I making that completely up? Oh, it just eats it and gains its effect. I thought it did more damage. What am I thinking of? I think I'm just making that up then completely. I'm just making things up now. We're gonna Bulldoze everyone. Oh, cool. Bulldoze hits everyone like Earthquake. Just miss. Just miss. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You can poison me. We still get to attack. That's fine that you poison me. We still get to attack and do 4 times damage to both of you. Even though we are under-leveled, this should still kill. Oh, it kills them both. Yo! Let's go, Mudbray. Let's go, Mudbray. I had to use Tanks to revive my attacking Pokemon in Cynthia. I used like maybe 20 to 30 revives and a ton of Hyper Potions to cheese it. Cynthia is a tough battle. I think there's another move that does something to the effect of what you're describing. That's probably what it is. Mudbray goes up to level 17 for it. Wants to learn the move Stomp. They want to stomp around. Let's get him rid of Mud Sport. Nice job, Mudbray. I deserve 2 levels from that. You right. I deserve 2 levels from that. Crabrawler up to level 21. Crabrawler I don't even think has an evolution, do they? I don't think they do. No, they do have an evolution, but it's on the top of one of the mountains. Poplio wants to learn Aqua Jet. We'll get rid of Growl. The one ability that gives defense when you have a status move, Flame Orb on the Pokemon, was rough to beat. Yeah. I love that Cynthia's set up to be a competitive fight, but it is so tough. Hey, Mudbray. Hey, buddy. Bum, bum. Fighting Ice. Ooh, interesting. Crabdominal. Whoa, spectacular. With your keen observations, you were able to see even fine differences in our dances, and you defeated the Totem Pokemon with such ease. It only took you 2 tries. The Totem Pokemon was carrying a Fiery MZ. It is yours now. Alright, teach me how to do it. Teach me how to do the Fiery MZ move. Bum, bum, bum. We got a Z-Stone! Trial complete! Also, like, I do just want to take this moment before this goes any further to talk about how in the anime currently, I'm not completely caught up, but Ash goes in for a fight, and specifically in this fight, he is fighting a person from the Galar region, and they commentate on the fact how they are going to use Dynamaxing. But when Ash walks in, he is wearing a Mega Band, and the commentator goes, "Oh, it looks like the challenger is going to be using Mega." And so, can we get that in, like, if not Generation 9, can we get that in Generation 10, where you give us all of the options, Mega-ing, Dynamaxing, Z-Stones, so that way, but you can only do one in a fight. Like, that'd be kind of cool, right? It'd be so cool to just be able to choose whichever one you wanted to do. You could have, you know, one Pokemon holding a Z-Stone and one Pokemon holding a Mega Stone, and then you just decide in that fight which one you... I don't know. I think it'd be fun. This is how you use the Fire-type Z power. Alright, show me, show me, show me. Got it in 1. Got it in 1. Thank you, my dear Marowak. For when you meet a Pokemon that you'd like to make your companion, take these. 10 quick balls. Yeah, well, thank you. Can I have some more? Please, please, sir. Can I have some more? Oh, shoot. We can now use the right Pokemon Charizard. Well, then you seem to be able to go anywhere you've been in an instant. Yo, so we unlocked Fly. Nice. I feel like we're still early in this game to already have Surf and Fly. The Fire EMZ. You should show it to the trial guide outside the captain's barricade at the bottom of the mountain. It's time for us to return to our dance, the feelings of the Alolan people, and Pokemon, and the true nature of Z-Power. The answers lie in our dance, and so we must dance on. Blast past that captain barricade into your next adventure pile. You're on fire. We're on fire. Oh, no. It's a shame each new thing hasn't coexisted with the other. Like, I think it'd be really, really rad if it did. And, like, the anime has already shown us that it happens in it. So why not? Oh, wait, what's that green glowing thing? Another change to level is not having to have an HM Pokemon. Oh, such a great change. Such a great change. Oh, that's a Zygarde cell. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because we did unlock that earlier. That's fair. I'm going to leave all the Zygarde cells where they are. And then, after beating the game, pull up a list of where they all are and go grab them. Probably not something we do on stream. Because we already have Zygarde, so I would just be getting it for... Which, actually, do I need it in the form dex? I can't remember. Can it be in... No, it can't be in any other form anyway, so I don't need another Zygarde. I don't need another Zygarde because it cannot be put into the PC in its different forms. Yeah, removing HMs was one of the smartest choices the Pokemon Company made. It has the 10, 50, and 100%, but they cannot be boxed. Hey, there's Splendid. So we need to catch 2 of these. I would love it though if this. I would love it if this one was female and we could just get that out of the way. Alright, we'll use the quick ball that was given to us. Hey, there we go. Our 727th Pokemon to be added to the living dex is Slanded here. And we'll go ahead and click them off. And then we do need to catch another. We need to catch a female, though. Stuffle's also coming up on Route 8. And it's nice we have a fire type that we can use. I don't know when we'll use them, but we have them now. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. See if we can find another one here. Which they're going to be a little bit longer to level up. They're level 33. But it'd be great. Can you be female? Can you be female? Pretty please. Rude. Absolutely rude. Route 8, we also have a Wimpod. Which is our next route that we go to. Oh, Route 7, Kumoko, whatever the thing that looks like that you'd find in like an ocean water. Oh, Mimikyu is in the Thrifty Mega Mart. Mimikyu is evidently back in the Thrifty Mega Mart, which was at the bottom of the mountain. I don't know how we get that. If I recall, there's a trick you can do to find a female Salandit faster if you got a male Sylveon. Its ability Q Charm attracts Pokemon. Oh, that makes sense. I don't have a Sylveon, but that makes sense. Bum, 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 bum. This one's gonna be female though, so we're fine. Okay. Well, it wasn't female. I lied to you all. Oh, it's in the abandoned Thrifty Mega Mart. The abandoned Thrifty Mega Mart. Not in the one that we currently have access to. In the abandoned one. On an island that we have not even gotten to yet. I might find the female off stream then. We'll just come back and find the female off stream. Some hydration, not dehydration. Let's hydrate.
Water. 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 Water.
Did the water help us find the female? No, it didn't. Watch this Magby be female, though. No, it's a male. Yeah, I just written down Thrifty Megamart for some reason. That's just all I had written. I hadn't written anything else about the Mimikyu location. I wonder what the percentage is of finding like what the split 12.5% chance for a female. You have an 87.5% chance of it being male. That's ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. That's why you'd want the Sylveon, I guess so. Which I could just bring in my Sylveon from X and Y. As long as it knows Q-Charm. Because what's the point of doing a Living Dex if you aren't going to take the help of your former Pokemon to, you know, get through stuff a little easier, right? So I got a female Slandent when I played Sun and Moon forever ago. That might be the way we do it. That might be the way we do it. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Darkstrike's level 25. About to send in Machop. Ah, shoot, I should have switched. I don't know why I stayed in. You don't have a flying move. Should have let Trumbeak come in. Bum, 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 bum. Oof, lots of damage. Lots of damage. Bum, bum, bum. I felt it coming. Corelli wants to learn Power Up Punch. Ooh, Power Up Punch could be fun. We'll get rid of Leer. I felt that sneeze coming for like a solid 30 seconds. Just wouldn't happen. Yeah, I love Power Up Punch. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. All right. I'm starting to get hungry, so I think we will wrap up relatively soon. Grab the item. Got a burn heal. Very helpful. Very helpful to have. And now we're back at the bottom of the island. Of the island? Of the volcano. Like I said, I'll come back off stream and pick up the female. I might just hunt it without even getting Sylveon. Might just run around with it for a while. Alright, let me notate that. And then I'll also notate to level Poplio and Rowlet, so that way those two are evolved. Congratulations on clearing Kawi's trial. In that case, especially when a gym leader has a high HP tank PP wasting Pokemon, you gain free power basically. That's true. Here you go, you're free to pass. Captain Mallow's trial is up ahead. Go along Route 8 and you'll find it in the lush jungle. So I'm assuming the next trial is a grass type user. Lush Jungle. There was something for Lush Jungle that I read. Oh, it's in Ultra Moon. We'll get Oranguru, and in Sun we will get Passimian. And then Comfy is also in the Lush Jungle. What's that? You want to battle me even when I'm using my full force? Fine, then beat every trainer on Route 8 and then we can talk. You there! Colress? From Black and White? Oh, excuse me, I'm a scientist. My name is Colress. The theme of my research is bringing out the potential of Pokemon. What brings out the power of Pokemon is, aren't you a bad guy? I believe that is the bond they share with their trainers. And thus my intention is to draw to trainers like yourself. Trainers bound their Pokemon through the power of the Z-Ring. Now that I think of it, I never asked you your name. You're the bad guy. You were the bad guy of Black and White too. What do you mean? Why are you here? Why aren't you in a jail somewhere? You like froze an entire city. Oh, Wiz is it? I'll remember your name. To commemorate our encounter, let me give you a TM. Flame Charge, nice, I'll take that though. Cynthia also required my Staraptor. I named Kamikaze due to their move Final Gamut that tons of damage when on low health. I love Staraptor. I love Staraptor. If you're able to utilize Flame Charge fully, you'll be able to have a great battle with the totem in the next trial. The trial in Lush Jungle. Z-Power. Is it the true potential that I seek? Does it surpass the Mega Ring? Apparently, there are uninhabited islands for Pokemon called Plagio here in Aloha. Alola is fascinating. I believe that I will stay in Alola for some time. Well then, Wiz, I hope to see you again sometime. I hope not to see you. Because again, you were the bad guy. So this is Route 8. Stuffle or Wimpod is potential stuff we're looking for here. Alright, what Pokemon we got? Other ones that we have here on Route 8. Stuffle's a 5% encounter? Oh, gross. Even then, it barely did anything to the Milotic. Milotic is very strong. Alola and Rattata! Hey, we don't have you, right? I'm fairly certain we haven't gotten you. No, we have not. Alright, time to add to our form deck. Something we haven't added to in a while. Our regional / form decks. Would it make sense to, like, add a small little, like, word under the 727 and the 2/208 to be all like to dictate what each of those are? Hey, that is our third encounter for our regional and form decks. That is catching the Alolan Rattata, added on in to the living decks. Registered. Bum, 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 bum. One of my personal favorites, just strong throughout the game. Something you get super early on take with you. Yeah, I love Staraptor is so good. Cool. That is another one down. Yeah, we got Alolan in their Rattata form. How do they evolve into Alolan Eradicate? It evolves into Alolan Eradicate at level 20. Oh, okay, it's just a level 20 evolution, just like Rattata is normally. It's just a normal level 20. I keep forgetting that I can just press Y and open my Pokeball menu without having to, like, actually open the Pokeball menu. Keep forgetting that. Also, Slanded also spawns on this route, so we could come across one of them as well. Ever use the Endeavor Focus Band Quick Attack strategy? The Fear strategy. Absolutely. With a Staravia, actually, in my Radical Red playthrough. In my Radical Red playthrough, we utilized the Fear method. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna switch out Dartrix for now, to get this thing up one level. Whenever I replay Diamond, I'm going to use that from Lotic this time. It is a great strategy to use. It got me through a decent amount of the Elite Four in Radical Red. It didn't do anything for Agatha, since you know, Agatha primarily is using Ghost-type Pokemon, and normal attacks don't do anything to Ghost, so it didn't do much for us in our attempt on Agatha. But it was helpful to have. We're only finding Alolan Rattatas over there. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. I would like to find the Stuffle so that way I could hunt another one off stream. But it's a 5% encounter, because I am getting rather hungry. Rather peckish. And with a power-up punch, this might just kill. Be a 2-shot. Rock Smash probably would have one-shotted. Popplio up to level 17. I'd like to get Popplio to evolve today as well. Hey, there it is. I was about to say, it's either 17 or 18 that it evolves at. Ask and ye shall receive. What? Popplio is evolving? Our 700th and 28th Pokemon to be added into the Living Dex here. Oh my gosh, it's so close. Why couldn't it have been our 729th? If it would have been our 729th added to the Living Dex, it would have been its actual National Dex entry number. Ah, so close. So close yet so far. Bum, bum. I'll add their data to the Pokedex. There they are, Brione. It's cool that I don't usually watch any streamers, usually just YouTube, but you keep it interesting enough for me to watch on Twitch. Hey, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, because there are so many different streamers out there that you could spend your time watching, and I appreciate you wanting to spend some time here. Bum, bum. Alright, Stuffle check here. Stuffle check. That's why I'm also wanting to be better about posting my VODs. So we now have the Wiz Studios Plus channel, which was originally Wiz Studios Live, which was just for VODs. But I want to post some other stuff on it. I have an Among Us video going up at some point this week. I haven't uploaded it yet, is why I don't know what day it's going up. It'll probably be live tomorrow or Thursday. Phasmophobia went up last night. And then I'll post today's Phasmophobia probably at some point this weekend. The Among Us videos are edited because it edits out all of like the early deaths that I have and keeps it just interesting for you all, just to see my best just so you can see my best I don't want to say turns. My best, well, what's the word I'm looking for here? My best rounds. And then the Phasmo stuff I won't edit. Anything that's live stream like that. My Pokemon Scarlet playthrough will be posted to that channel. Not edited down in any way. Because then we'll play Pokemon Violet whenever we get to the Living Dex. Forgot to mention on your Among Us stream that your friends sometimes get super loud and it muffles your mic. Oh yeah, anytime any of you are around during Among Us and like it's too loud, please let me know. Please let me know, because I have it like set in my headphones nice, but it does not always come through and that really well. I try and crank them down when I can, but I'm also not the best at figuring that out. Hey, a Marowak has spawned. Bone sweet. Coming in with a Trumbeak. Do I have a Rockruff? I do have a Rockruff. Throw some rocks at it. I think really all we're doing for the rest of the stream is just leveling these two Pokemon up, and if we can attempt to find stuff, well, cool. If not, I'm not too beholden to wanting to find one this stream. Supersonic. Hey, thanks for missing. Quick question, do I have to renew my sub, or does it just renew on its own with Prime? With Amazon Prime, you have to manually renew it. Midrip to level 19, Trumbeak up to 23. I need to check how much further Rattata has. Let's check them out here. Another 520 XP. Not too bad. Then a Hyper Potion. And for some reason in Pokemon Sun, like, different patches of grass have different stuff available. That could be a Crabrawler up there. I can't remember if we caught a second one or not. Like, do I need to catch a second Crabrawler? Or did I already get my second one already? I think I need to catch a second one still. Was looking at the percentages out of curiosity, and Ultra Sun Ultra Moon has a slightly better chance of spawning at 10%. Stuffle does? Oh, if that's the case, I might just wait till then. Because I'm okay splitting some Pokemon to the Ultras. Stuffle? Okay, dope. We'll do that in... while this fight's happening here. Route 8. 10%. Add that to Ultra Moon. There we go. That way it's something I will get in Ultra Moon. Boom. One less thing to worry about. Are they setting up the rollout on me right now? Oh, no. Oh, it's Biden. Didn't even have to watch out for the rollout. It took me out in other ways. What moves do you even have? Oh, shoot. Yeah, Whitney's in... yeah, Whitney's Miltank was pretty sad. What a loser out here drinking milk. Out here drinking his own milk. What a loser. Yeah, that did not do a lot. I did not do a lot at all. Go for the bite, see if we can get the defense drop. And then we're going to switch out of Rattata so that way they stay alive and get the XP. Because we for sure need them to get XP. Because that's really all I'm waiting for to wrap the stream up at this point is them evolving, just so we can be done with Alola Rattata. And then in between streams, I'll run back to the PC and drop them off. Oh, hey, there's the rollout. And it is super effective to Trumbeak. And we miss the Supersonic. Out here missing the Supersonic. It KOs me. Left at 1 HP. Yikes. I don't think we'll immediately come in with Crabrawler, because I need them to miss this rollout. I wish I had a Ghost type to bring in. Because I don't want to immediately lose Crabrawler to their powered up rollout. Can we outspeed? I was really hoping I was gonna outspeed and be able to hit them with a stand attack and drop their accuracy to increase our chances of surviving that. Alright, we'll do this with them with Mud Slap. Or we're just gonna be completely rolled over. Survive it, survive it, survive it. Survived it at 6. That's what we needed. We needed that accuracy drop. Let's go. Let's go. Accuracy drop. Still hit. Survives on 2 HP? What? Mudbray, let's go. Mudbray, let's go. You're gonna hit the rollout when you have you're -2 to your accuracy and rollout is already. I don't know how it only did 2 damage there. I have no idea how it only did 2 damage there. That is truly wild. That is truly wild. Hey, there we go. Weird, but I'll take it. Alright, drink your milk while I power up my punch. It is still -2 in its accuracy, though, so if it tries to go for rollout, rollout is already not a super... It is already a lower accuracy move. I want to say rollout's like 75 or 85. I'm going to go for a milk drink. But I think we have enough attack boost now that we KO. Because they're only going to get to like half. Hey, there we go. It just took us, you know, not being stupid. That should be enough XP for Rattata. Yeah. Power up punch for the win. We're on to level 18. Got some nice XP there for everyone. Very cool. And we get our Alola and Rattata evolved to immediately be done with them in the form decks here. So this is our 4th entry into the regional form decks, which is part of the living decks, just to a different slice there with Alolan Eradicate. So we'll go ahead and check them off there. And just looking at the forms, we have a decent amount to get through here, or the regionals, but over in the forms, we have a lot to do. Oh, shoot, no, wait, there is a different Zygarde. Zygarde 10%. Zygarde 10% can be put into it, but only normal and 10% can be put in. Which 10% is the dog, I think, so we do actually need to collect the Zygarde cells. But just to get the 10%. But now some of these I need to combine more. Because we have Furfree with the 10 trims. I need to combine the Basculin red/blue. I'll do this in between the next stream. So this 208 number is going to drop a little bit. Because I'm going to combine the Deerlings. I'm going to combine the Sawsbucks. I think those are the only... Are those the only 2 I need? No, I need to combine the Deoxys. Let's just start from the top here. What needs to be combined? The Deoxys need to be combined to speed/normal/attack/defense for good old Schnad. Boop. Oh, well. Alright, fine. I'll do it one by one. Alright, there we go for Schnad there. Burmy, plant, sand, trash. Yeah, good old Snad from from Sky Factory. From Sky Factory. All right, let's get off the Olola and Eradicate stream. It's page, plant, sand, trash. Bum bum. Combi mail. Sky Factory fun. My friends and I are on 4, but I preferred 3. I really enjoyed Sky Factory. I used to stream it like a while back. Wants to learn Scary Face. Sure, you can take Scary Face. Does anything else in Gen 4 need to be combined? No. Cool. Let's get rid of Assurance. This, I don't love this music. Like, it's going too quick. It's just, I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. Okay, cool. Got out of it. We escaped it. We escaped it. Alright, so, Basculin, red and blue, and white. Red, white, and blue. Deerling. 4 Seasons. Sawsbuck. 4 Seasons. That's all we need there. We don't need to do each one. We can just say the 4 seasons that are there. Alright, is there anything else in... Nope, nothing else in that generation that needs to be combined. Although, hold up. I just realized something. This says Gen 5. But these are Gen 6. When you want white to be separate, since I think that one's plat only. Is white plat only? It is, isn't it? I don't know. Now I need to look that, because is there different Bascu legions other than male and female? Because Zygarde's Gen 7. Or Gen 6. So the Vivillon is... Greninja is my Gen 7 stuff. Keldeo is the last thing of Gen 5, right? Keldeo's Gen 5? Because of the Intrepid Swords? Keldeo Pokemon. No, Intrepid Sword is a Zacian ability. Swords of Justice. The Swords of Justice is what they are. Generation 5, yeah. So delete. Ba-ba-dum. 0-10. Alright, let me grab a 10 and 11 from up here. That way it looks pretty, you know? Gotta keep it looking pretty. Gen 7. The 7 cores. The Dusk Midnight. There it is. Gen 6. I'll fix the formatting for a lot of this stuff later. But okay, so that fixes everything there. So how many did we lose? Because this 208 number is going to change. Let's just update it now and have it updated. Let me do one more check that there's nothing incorrect. All right, so that's 21 from Gen 1. That is 22 from Gen 2. That is 18 from Gen 3. Bum, 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 bum. Gen 4 has the most at 37. Gen 5 adds 9. Gen 6 adds 11. Gen 7 3, Gen 8 6, and which Legends Arceus is still part of Gen 8. I mean, yeah, it's part of Gen 8, so this doesn't need to be its own thing. Because it is just part of Generation 8. It doesn't necessarily need to be its own thing. Because it is in Legends Arceus, but Legends Arceus is Gen 8. Boom. Alright, so that's 129. And then just add in the Zarude Sandstorm. Just add in the regionals. Plus 19, plus 17. So it actually drops the 208 number down to 183. Currently. So that number is going to increase again once we have Generation 9 fully revealed. Once Generation 9 is fully revealed to us, this whole dex is going to change again because we'll add in the regionals specific to it. We'll add in the forms that it'll have. All of that different stuff will be added in there. But hey, we got a pretty decent amount done in Generation 7 today. Added in a couple new Pokemon. We'll get Pramina before we finish this playthrough. We'll finish everything but the Litten line, and we'll just get Litten during our Ultra Moon playthrough, which is pretty exciting. In between now and next stream, I'll probably do a little bit of grinding for our Pokemon to get them all to a similar level. And including the Pokemon that we have in the PC that we need to level up. But yeah, it's really exciting. A lot of good stuff done there. We'll hit Lush Jungle next time. We will finish off this island next stream, most likely. Most likely. Most likely. So YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, YouTube, make sure you can join us live on Twitch to see it all while it happens. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.